Hey guys, I'm standing in our Kids Crossing Children's Church room. Many of you have spent countless hours pouring out your heart, serving our students, serving our families, doing some amazing ministry in this room. And I want to say I'm grateful. I see the hours that you put in. I see the time that you give. And I want to say thank you. Thank you for the way that you serve our families. Thank you for the way that you serve our kids. I'm grateful for the ministry that you're doing. In my role, I spend a good bit of time thinking about vision, culture, how we are doing as far as a kids ministry in serving our families. One of the main vision and values in kids ministry, in Kids Crossing, is to partner with families for the discipleship of the child. And as I was thinking about our ministries as a whole and the programs that we have, Awana and Kids Church and the different things that we're doing, I began to see something that was, especially on our Sunday mornings, was missing. I was thinking about it, and the thing that came to my mind was a name. This man's name was Jerry Finneran. A few weeks ago, I got to see him, gave him a hug. Mr. Finneran was my Sunday school teacher. And for every week of my 9th and 10th grade year, Jerry Finneran was there. I can't tell you what he taught me. I can't tell you a great truth he shared with me. All I know is that I wanted to go to church because Mr. Finneran was waiting for me. And as I began to evaluate our children's ministry, I realized that on Sunday mornings, in some ways, we're missing that. Now, we have the connections with the few kids that we know, but how many kids come to church to have a relationship with one of you? Or do they just come because we have cool lights and fun games and neat programs? I'm for all of those. And we will continue to have good programs. As long as I'm student pastor, we will continue to have really bright lights everywhere. But are we missing something? You've seen the schedule that I sent out for summer, but I want you to pray about something. We are actively looking at potentially starting in August at going to a once-a-weekly children's ministry team. Here's what that would look like. We have the benefit of 2 services now. Rather than looking at that as, man, how does this work best with my schedule? What if we as a team began to look at that as, man, I could go to the 9 o'clock service and then serve in Kids Church in the 10:30 service, or vice versa, whatever works best for your family. Here's where I think some of us really need to actively pray about this, is because you might have the opportunity to be that person for a kid. To be the person that is their small group leader. I'm not even necessarily saying teacher, but be somebody who's there. Somebody who cares for them. Somebody who on a weekly basis is asking how they're doing. We want our church to become a culture of small group, a culture of community, a culture of vulnerability and openness. And I promise you, it starts in this room. It starts with these kids. It starts with a group of people being willing to, make a sacrifice, but being willing to say, I would be interested in stepping into a role like that. So here's what I'm asking for you. I'm asking for you to pray and ask God what He might have for you. Maybe He's calling you into a deeper level of children's ministry than you're already doing. Maybe He's saying to you, I want you to step into one of those weekly teams. Not because you like Roger, not because you like kids ministry, but because you want to make an impact in the life of a child. An impact that 30 years from tonight will still be felt. Would you join me with that? Would you join me in praying that way as we're looking to set new culture, new direction in children's ministry? I'll be sending out some more communication on this as we get closer. There hopefully will be a training coming up in the future that will cast some more of this vision. But I want my team, who I value, and I think you're doing a great job, but I want you to stop, pause for a moment and pray and say, God, what would you have me to do? Would you have me step into children's ministry in a whole new way? I love you guys. Thank you for your service. Thank you for praying with me on this. I think it's going to be a great thing.